Good evening, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com just before 9:30 on Friday evening with the video update for you as we head into the busy and very important Independence Day weekend here. Obviously, a very stormy afternoon across central Indiana, and thankfully that's beginning to settle down after locally heavy rain and some strong thunderstorms as well. We've seen reports of flash flooding across west central portions of the state, and that moved into portions of central Indiana, including the city itself there briefly during the rush hour, unfortunately. Great timing for sure. But thankfully, as we progress into the nighttime and overnight, things will begin to quiet down across central portions of the state. I absolutely just love showing these visible satellite images as the sun begins to set. And as we put this into motion, you see that complex of thunderstorms moving across the state, and just what a gorgeous satellite loop this is. As the sun begins to set, obviously we lose that. And putting the HRRR forecast radar into motion here will continue to show that line of showers and thunderstorms pressing off to the southeast as a cold front sweeps through the state tonight. And that will usher in some drier air as a whole, we think, for the upcoming weekend. Now, we are going to maintain a slight chance of a scattered shower in our forecast Saturday and again on Sunday. I think Saturday will be the drier of the 2 days most likely, but we still can't rule out a scattered shower across central portions of the state. Most of the day will be rain-free, and most of Sunday will be rain-free as well. But we do note some of our higher resolution forecast radar products beginning to hint on a southward moving complex of thunderstorms late Sunday, and we'll keep an eye on that. Those may sink into central portions of the state during the overnight and into the day on Monday. Now, that said, most of the holiday weekend, though, will be rain-free, so no reason whatsoever to cancel any of those all-important outside plans and activities as we go through the weekend. Guys, this does not account for today's rain, but I just wanted to show you from a precipitation perspective, some of the wettest areas obviously have been in the eastern portions of the Midwest here during the month of June, and also obviously here across the Great Lakes region. Drier trends across western portions of the Midwest. And as we progress into the month of July, I think that really remains the same theme across Indiana in particular. I think we're more unsettled, wetter than average for the month of July. Not to say we won't have a couple of drier stretches of weather, but overall, when we total up things on the month as a whole, I do believe we will be above normal in the precipitation department here across Indiana. Taking a look at the latest GFS forecast model, this is courtesy of the Weather Bell forecast model suites here, and we'll put this into motion. Again, unsettled weather begins to head off to our southeast for this weekend. Not to say we won't see a passing shower, brief passing shower during the day Saturday. Most of the day is dry, and again, we noted the potential of thunderstorms that will develop across northern portions of the state late Sunday that may sink south into central Indiana during the overnight and early Monday. We'll keep a close eye on that, particularly as we continue to examine the short-term high-resolution forecast radar products. And as we progress through early and middle portions of next week, we will have periods of thunderstorms, but for the most part, we'll have we'll have more dry hours during the daytime than wet and stormy, and that does include the 4th of July as well. So we really don't see any reasons to cancel any of those outdoor activities. Just note the potential of a passing shower or thunderstorm really as we continue to progress through the middle and latter portions of next week, and as we get set to head back to work and get settled back in on a regular routine. The potential is still there for scattered showers and thunderstorms late next week as well. Guys, before we close out tonight, I did want to take a look at the latest GFS precipitation anomalies. And the screaming theme, at least through the medium range, or that 6 to 10 day time frame, is a wet and stormy regime as a whole relative to normal. before the potential is there once to the middle portions of July for some briefly drier conditions to build in here. Now, I don't think that lasts. Maybe similar to the month of June where we got off to a drier start. Obviously, things ramped up and turned wet and stormy during the middle and latter portions of this month. We may see a similar theme kind of repeat itself during the month of July, bit in reverse order though, starting off the month on a drier, stormier note before progressing into more of a drier pattern relative to averages, at least during the middle portion of July before ending the month on an active note. Just something to keep an eye on. All in all, though, given what we're looking at here, we don't see any extended stretches of dry, hot weather relative to average for the month of July. Guys, make it a great night. Have a happy and safe Independence Day weekend, and we'll talk with you soon here on NDWX.com.